What is up, y'all? Neo Unstoppable here, bringing you another video. This one is the first in a series where we are going to cover the heroes in Shop Titans. So we are going to be going over today the first things first, which is going to be the fighter. Francesca, the fighter. Going over a couple things with the fighter first of all. First thing I want to cover is the equipment that they use. So we've got 6 slots here. We've got swords, maces, daggers. We've got heavy chest pieces, heavy arms, heavy legs, potion, and a shield. So a little bit of a rundown over this class. What the class is kind of designed to do is build a fair bit of damage and attack. Use the attack to generate threat, and use the defense to prevent a bunch of damage coming in, obviously. Real quick over the skills, we'll go over the martial training. Let me check my notes here. So the faster skills means she's going to be getting her level, her tier 2 skill at 4 here. And she's going to be getting tier 3 at 9 here. Let me just fix my camera real quick. So, those happen faster. And if we go here to the information, you want to be building Earth on this character. It is an Earth character. So a Martial Expert 2, you're always going to learn things faster, so that stays static. The next skill is going to give you an additional 10% defense, and then the third one is going to give you an additional 25% defense. So kind of want to hit that since we're building defense. I mean, 10% is not huge, but it's better than nothing. And 25% is pretty good too. Overall, a lot of people don't like this class because it doesn't have a lot into it. But either way, we're going to go into a deep delve today. We're going to knock out all the information on it. So I went through that. I went through the tiers. The tier 1 setup that you're going to want for the soldier is going to be as follows. So the tier 1 weapon is you're going to want an ice pick. This is pretty much for almost any tier 1 weapon. This is pretty much your BIS item. It gives you water, which isn't the biggest deal, but the main thing is it gives you 44 attack. So that's going to give you 44 attack. The body for tier 1 is obviously the tier 1 heavy breastplate, which is this guy right here. Tier 1, it's going to be giving you 8 defense. The gloves are iron arm guards. These are right here. They're going to be giving you 7 defense, so you can see a pattern here. It's building defense. The boots are going to be the shin guards, which are right here. So all this stuff, you can see where I'm clicking. That's where you need to go to make the stuff. If you want to buy the stuff, you can just go and buy all the stuff. But if you want to craft it yourself, it's up to you, whatever you want to do. This is going to give you 8 defense. The potion that you're going to want to use is warm tea. So that's going to be here in the potions. So you're going to go here. And this is going to give you a little bit of health, which is good. It's really good, actually. Level 1, that's going to give you 50% more health. So, and then you're also going to want, for the shield, the wooden shield. So, nothing too complicated for tier 1. It's going to give you 12 defense. Let's get right into the tier 2 stuff. So, at tier 2, you're going to have a level requirement of level 3. So once your fighter is to level 3, you'll be able to put tier 2 stuff on. This heavy buckler is what you're going to be using for the shield. It's going to give you 28 defense. The weapon that you're going to want to use is this, which I don't actually have. Darkwood branch right here. So if we go like this, you can also inspect things that you don't have, as you just saw me do. This is going to bump your attack up from 44 to 54. It's going to give you 5 dark, which isn't like a requirement, but that's pretty good. That's not bad. So that's going to be a pretty big increase. Definitely want to get that. And I'll just show you real quick the Darkwood branch, and I'll show you that you can buy things like this. We're gonna buy one. The trade minimum is 300 and the base price is 530. So if I literally just buy for 530, it probably won't take very long to buy that. Let me just switch our little music, our little background music real quick. Okay, so we'll wait on that and let it do its thing while we explore more of the BIS list. So far we've got Darkwood branch. The body that you're gonna want for tier 2 is Iron Mail. This guy right here. 22 defense. The gloves that you're gonna want are these right here, the plated gauntlets. In the beginning, it's not too complicated. You can just kind of go down the line and see what's best. But to not have a tool right in front of you that shows you what each class uses, it makes it really hard to figure out what you need to be making in order to equip your heroes. There's not really a good system for it built into the game. So that's why we're bringing all this right out front. Okay, so the boots, you're gonna need the long boots, which are these guys right here. 17 defense. And the potion that you're gonna want to use, I already talked about the shield. Potion you're gonna want to use is this healing potion right here, and it's gonna give you 9 health. Right here. Alright, moving on to tier 3. The tier 3 potion, since we're already right here, is this magic potion, and this is going to be a decent upgrade. It's going to give you plus 14 health. So that's a nice little chunk. You know what? I think I might move myself up here for these. Oh, it's a little bit weird. You know what? Maybe I'll move myself like right there. Is what it is. I want you guys to be able to see which categories I'm clicking on so you know where to go. The weapon that you're going to want to use for tier 3 is the Arboreal Blade. I showed you guys this in the other video. If you didn't watch the other video, go back and watch that video. It's important that you understand all of the stuff I talked about in there. It's kind of complicated stuff. Not complicated, but it's stuff that nobody explains and the game doesn't tell you. So, you're going to want to use this for your tier 3. It gives you 5 earth, which doesn't matter for us. Oh, wait. Yeah, that does matter for us, right? Oh, yeah, that does matter for us. So this is going to be really important. You might want to hold on to this for a couple tiers after this because we're building leaf on this character. We're building earth. So, yeah, Arboreal Blade is going to give you that leaf. It's going to give you 78 attack. The body that you're going to want to use is scale armor right here, which is going to give you plus 40 defense. The gloves you're going to want to use are warrior gauntlets, which are these guys right here. It's going to give you 36 defense. Moving on to the next thing is going to be boots. These guys right here, you're going to want to use reinforced greaves. It's this guy right here. It's going to give you plus 47 defense. And the potion. Okay, yeah, the potion is going to be this guy right here, XL Healing Potion. This is going to give you 19 health, so not a huge upgrade from the last one. If you have the last one, you can kind of wait on doing this if you don't have the blueprints to learn XL Healing Potion. It's not a huge upgrade, but that is technically BIS. And then for the shield, this is another not pack item, but this is another item that you find in chests. You find this in the frozen chests. and it's going to be Autumn Ward, and this thing is 78 defense on the shield, and then it also gives you 5 holy, which doesn't really matter for us, but it is a thing at this tier. You definitely want this for your tier 4 shield. Moving on, so the next two things, the tier 5 and tier 6, they're kind of interchangeable. If you have some tier 5 and some tier 6, it's kind of okay. You can kind of get away with it, especially if the tier 6, you want to make sure that I picked tier 6 stuff that doesn't really have elements blocking you out from putting your elements on, because that's when it matters that you get those element upgrades for your character, right? And so what I mean by this is what I already talked to you guys about. You want to be hitting this 20 leaf goal by the time you hit tier 6. So if you have too much stuff like that Autumn Ward, if you're still using that Autumn Ward, you definitely want to upgrade it, because that 5 holy can't be replaced on that shield. So it's preventing you from putting a leaf enchantment on there, in other words. Okay. So now that all that's out of the way, your weapon that you're going to want to be using is this Espada right here. This is going to give you 144 attack. Tier 5 swords, this is your tier 5 stuff. Your next thing is going to be your body, which is going to be this this other chest item. This is found in the bog chest. And if we go here, you'll see this gives 10 holy, so you can see the tier 5 and tier 6 stuff gives you more stats. So this is okay for tier 5, but you definitely want to upgrade it for tier 6. This is going to give you 117 defense. So that's tier 5 body. Moving on to the tier 5 gloves. These demi gauntlets, or whoops. Oh, these were the tier 4. Oh, wait. I completely skipped over tier 4. I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me go back over tier 4. Okay, so your tier 4 weapon is actually going to be a dagger, and it's going to be this Bali song here. It's going to give you 108 attack. So that's your tier 4. The tier 4 chest piece is going to be this guy right here, the Harbrook. It's going to give you 62 defense. Your gloves are going to be these demi gauntlets for tier 4, and they're going to give you 54 defense. The boots, tier 4, are going to be these reinforced greaves right here. They're going to give you 47 defense. The potion is going to be this XL healing potion right here. So 19 health. Oh, so I read that off in order. I mean, out of order. I'm sorry, y'all. And then the Autumn Ward. So those ones were correct for tier 4. So tier 5. Like I said, the tier 5 weapon is going to be the Espada. I'll go back to it and show you guys. This guy right here. 144 attack. That's your tier 5 weapon. Tier 5 breastplate, I'll go over again. It's going to be unlocked in this slimy chest, and it's going to be this ceremonial breastplate. 117 defense right here. That's your tier 5. The gloves are going to be these night gauntlets right here. 82 defense. That's your best in slot for gloves at tier 5. Your boots are going to be these guys. So Knight Solarites are going to be 84 defense, and these are actually pretty expensive because they're pre-craft for higher tier stuff, so I would make these yourself if I was you, for sure. If you're trying to upgrade to tier 5, otherwise you can skip to tier 6. The potion is going to be this XL magic potion here. And this is going to give you plus 24 health. So a nice plus 5 upgrade there. And your shield is going to be the teardrop shield, which I can't click on to show you the stats of because I don't have it unlocked. but it is going to give you plus 84 defense. So you'll want to get this, and you unlock it by making iron shields. All right, the tier 6 stuff. I also can't show you in here the shield for this, but I'll look it up for you on the market. By the way, let's go see if our item got purchased. It did. So there, just like that, I got that item. So like I said, you can find these pretty easily. You can buy them off of the market. It's not really that big of a deal, especially if it's an upgrade for you and you have multiple heroes. You can work on other things while you let your item buy. That way you can upgrade and you can have the best attack possible on that character for that time. So that's how the market works. Anyways, okay, so I'll go over the tier 6 stuff that I can show you. I don't have it unlocked yet, but the Katana is going to be the weapon you want to use. So tier 6 sword. This gives plus 200 attack. And there is a different weapon that comes close, but it has a locked-in element, and you want to be able to put leaf on the Katana. So Katana is going to be your BIS weapon. Your ceremonial breastplate for tier 5 is technically still BIS for tier 6. So if you want, you can get Paladin plate. Personal preference. So here's the difference. I'll give you a little comparison. This one's going to be 117 defense. This guy is going to be 115 defense. So you're going to lose out on 2 defense, but you're going to open up the ability to put a leaf on this, whereas you can't on the ceremonial breastplate because it's going to have this holy locked in there. Okay, so that's the body. The gloves are going to be Sungrasp Gauntlets, which I don't have here, but I'll look those up for you, and I'll just do it right now. We're going to be looking for gauntlets. These guys right here, Sungrasp Gauntlets. So not too bad, 55,001 gold. Not crazy. And also, let me mention this. My personal preference, other people might recommend something different. My personal preference is that whenever you're equipping your heroes, especially when they're in this low tier area, you pretty much always want to be equipping them with uncommon stuff, like common stuff like this. Because when you go to enchant it, you can use regular regular enchantments to enchant this, and it will have 0% chance of failing. So you definitely want to buy. You don't want to spend a bunch of money getting greens and blues. They're a little bit better, but you're going to spend a lot more trying to enchant them. So these Sungrasp Gauntlets are really good. They give 110 defense and plus 10 fire. So the fire is not crazy good for you, but obviously that is a lot of defense. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that much defense. Also, the boots that you want to be using, I'm not sure if I mentioned for tier 5. Are these right here, Cinder Souls. So they give plus 10 fire, and then they give plus 117 defense. So if you already have your fire, or you already have your leaf maxed out, this is the piece that you definitely want to have sitting there instead, because this will give you 117 defense, and that's pretty much as your breastplate. So these Cinder Souls are really good for tier 5 and tier 6. Another runner-up that you could do is the Paladin Boots, and what you'll be getting with that is a 115. So you'll lose out on 2. If you don't have your leaf max, take the Paladin Boots, wear the Paladin Boots, and enchant them with a leaf. Get your 5 extra leaf points from that. So covered that. Phoenix Tonic. I don't know if I still have one. I may have put it on my might have put it on something. So I'll do another search and buy this because I don't have this unlocked. We're gonna look in potions. Phoenix Tonic right here. So right now it's going for 41,000. I mean, it's not a ridiculous amount. It's worth 31,000 to sell in your shop, so that's not too bad. This is going to be your tier 6 potion. It's going to give you plus 28 HP. So, I mean, it's a 4 HP upgrade on the XL Magic Potion. Kind of a good upgrade to have. If you're tier 6, I would recommend using this. You can enchant it with Leaf. It doesn't come with any enchantments, so you're good to go on that. The shield is the last thing, and I said that I would look it up for you, and it's called the... Let's go to shields. It's called the Mithril Aspis right here. And this is pretty cheap. I mean, it's 30 grand. Not too much, not too bad. You know, you just got a normal quality item. This is going to give you plus 105 defense. So it's a pretty big upgrade from the teardrop shield with plus 84 defense. But yeah, that's gonna cap off your hero once they're level 16 and they can unlock tier 6 things. That's gonna be your build. So Katana, which is the sword, ceremonial breastplate if you can, or if you don't have the leaves, then you're gonna go with Paladin breastplate, sun grasp gauntlets, or the other gauntlets if you want. The Paladin gauntlets you can do if you don't have enough leaf. Same thing with the Cinder Soul boots. They're still bis technically, unless you don't have that leaf. You want to get that leaf bonus so that you can get the additional defense from that perk. It's really, really important because you're building defense. So you're only going to miss out on 2 defense, but if you don't have that 5 extra leaf and you're short and you could have 10% extra defense, that would be a lot more than just missing out on 2. So up to you. It depends how much leaf you're able to get on there with enchantments. If you can't get enchantments at all, then that's going to be an issue. I mean, if you're can't get enchantments at all at like 100% and you just want to go with whatever it has on there, definitely use Cinder Soul, definitely use Sun Grasp, definitely use Ceremonial Breastplate. If you're not going to get that perk unlocked through the leaf, then it doesn't matter. You just keep that fire stuff on there. Those are going to be bis for you. It's going to add up to an additional like 6 or 7 defense, and that's better than nothing. But if you need to build that leaf, then I recommend that you build the leaf. So like I said, it's Paladin Boots for the boots, and then Phoenix Tonic and Mithril Aspis. Those are going to be your tier 6 equipments. Now that I've kind of gone over all of the best in slot list, I'm gonna go through all of it kind of rapid fire so that I can give you guys like a general thing to where you can come back to it at the end of the video. Or not the end, but near towards the end of the video. You can just reference this whenever you're in whatever tier, and I'm just going to read them off in order. So tier 1, you want Ice Pick as your weapon. It's a level 1 dagger, 44 attack. You want Breastplate as your body. It's a level 1 breastplate. It's 8 defense. Gloves, Iron Arm Guards. They're going to give plus 7 defense. Those are heavy gloves. Boots are going to be Shin Guards. They give plus 8 defense. Level 1 boots. They're gonna your potion is the warm tea. It's gonna be a level 1 potion, and that's gonna give you 5 hit points. The shield, wooden shield, is gonna give you plus 2 defense. Your tier 2 stuff, you're gonna want Darkwood Branch as your tier 2 item when your hero is level 3, and you're gonna want Iron Mail as your body, which gives 22 defense. You're going to want Plated Gauntlets as your gloves. Those give 20 defense. You're going to want Long Boots as your boots. They give plus 17 defense. You want Healing Potion as your potion. It's going to give plus 9 health. You want Heavy Buckler as your shield. It's going to give plus 28 defense. Your tier 3 at level 6 items are going to be, the weapon is going to be Arboreal Blade. It's going to give you plus 78 attack and plus 5 leaf. Your body is going to be Scale Armor. It gives you a plus 40 defense. Your gloves are going to be Warrior's Gauntlets. They give you plus 36 defense. Your boots are going to be Iron Greaves. They give you plus 28 defense. Your potion, Magic Potion, it's going to give you 14 hit points. Your shield, Oaken Shield, it's going to give you plus 40 defense. Your tier 4 items at level 9, your weapon is going to be Bally Song. It's going to give you, it's a dagger. It's going to give you 108 attack. Your body is going to be the Harbook. It is going to give you 62 defense. Your gloves are going to be the Demi Gauntlets. They're going to give you 54 defense. Your boots are going to be reinforced greaves. Those are going to give you 47 defense. Your potion is going to be XL healing potion. That gives you 19 hit points. Your shield is going to be Autumn Ward, and that gives you 78 defense, and keep in mind that is a chest item. Tier 5, so your level 12 equipment is going to be Weapon Espada. It's a sword. That's going to be 144. Your body is going to be Ceremonial Breastplate. That's going to give 116 defense and plus 10 light, and also keep in mind that's a chest item. Your gloves are going to be Night Gauntlets. Those gives you plus 82 defense. Your boots are going to be Cinder Souls. They give you plus 117 defense and 10 fire. Your potion is going to be XL Magic Potion. It's going to give you 24 hit points. Your shield's going to be Teardrop Shield. That gives you 84 defense. And then for all of your best in slot on your tier 6 items, it's going to depend. You got to say, okay, I've got 20 leaves, I'm good on these skills. I've got 40 leaves, I'm good on these skills. If you can't even reach 40, then just be cool with 20. But if you with enchantments and like maybe keeping the Arboreal Blade for that extra 5 leaf or something like that, you can manage 40, then get to 40 and disregard these other items that have Holy and Fire on them. So if you can do that and you can take the actual BIS gear and still have 20 or have 40, you want a Katana with 200 attack, Ceremonial Breastplate for the body, Sungrass Gauntlets for the gloves, Cinder Soul for the boots, Phoenix Tonic for the potion, and Mithril Aspis for the shield. So now saying that, with the tier 6 enchants, it's different than the tier 4s. I only went over the tier 4s because you don't really want to be wasting tier 6 enchants on low level heroes. So anyways, but we'll just talk about tier 4. So you're going to get plus 5 and everything. So the Katana is enchantable, so that's 5. Ceremonial Breastplate isn't. The Sungrass Gauntlets aren't. The Cinder Soul is not. And then the Phoenix Tonic is. And the Mithril Aspis is. So that's 15. So it's up to you if you want to try and get that extra 5 by subbing out one item. You can. You can not use the Katana, but that doesn't make sense if you have the enchants. If you don't, then it does make sense. So if you don't have enough, you want to be, instead of for the body of using Ceremonial Breastplate, you want to be using this Paladin Gear. So Paladin Breastplate right here. You want to be using the Paladin Gloves right here. And you want to be using the Paladin Boots, which are right here. And these give you a little bit less, but you can enchant these with Leaf. So if you have Leaf and you want to meet that requirement, then that's what you do. So I've gone pretty in depth with all of the gear that you want to put on the fighter. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what I personally think about the soldier. It's not very good as a tank, and this is why I'll say that. So it is a tank, first of all. I mean, you're getting only hit points, defense, and a little bit of attack on your gear. Literally, your only attack comes from your weapon, and that's tough. That makes it so that your attack just can't be where it needs to be a damage dealer. So you kind of have to build defense. There's no other way around that. So considering it's a defensive character, I just don't think it's good because there's other characters with evasion that are better than defensive characters. You can get really good skills on the fighter or on the soldier, and it'll be easier for you to know whether your character is going to be a really good character to hold on to endgame faster, because you'll unlock these skills more quickly. And if you're building Leaf especially, you're gonna have good skills. So that's one aspect of it. Another thing I'll say about the soldier is the defense rating is good. If the hit points could be higher, like if you're using seeds on it, I could see it being good, but then again, there's better uses of seeds too. Overall, I would say the soldier is the weakest choice for the tier 1s. If you already picked a soldier, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. If you really like the soldier and how it plays, that's great. Like, I have no judgments against you. I'm sure you can use it as a viable tank in some scenarios with certain builds. But out of the first 3 options, soldier is definitely the weakest. So you, for sure, if you have a soldier that you don't want to reroll and you want to keep, you for sure want to build this thing with the BIS list that I gave you. Deck the soldier out with the exact list that I gave you, and it'll be defensive enough to like actually tank into mid-game dungeons. You might have a harder time tanking near the like mid to the top end of the mid-range, like bog and stuff like that. It depends who your damage dealers are, if they're able to kill it fast enough before you have to take too many hits. But with a high defense rating, I mean, with this defense rating, you should be good. You should be like 400 to 600 defense. So that's not bad. That should be enough to do probably some of the bog stuff. But it's so hard because in the end game, if you're not killing things fast enough, your soldier's just gonna die every run. So you can build a soldier if you want. I don't recommend that you take the soldier as your first choice, but if you want to play it out and see what you can build later on, there are some things that you can do with the soldier. So anyways, that's about it. I think I covered everything on the soldier. I covered the whole list. I covered the skills, what they do, what you need to build on it. I covered the equipment slots. So let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about the soldier. Let me know if you have a soldier and if it's really good for something that I overlooked and you're more experienced with the game. Just let me know. Don't feel like you're going to be that guy. I want as much information to be on this YouTube video as possible. That way anyone coming past can see it and they'll say, oh, the soldier's really good here. And then they'll learn about it too, and we'll all learn together. So anyways, that's going to be it for Neo Unstoppable. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, y'all.